Dang, jumped out. That's a nigga.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your...
The situation between Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Terence, Bud Crawford had been building quietly for months, but few expected it to explode like this. During the Canelo versus Crawford press conference, an unexpected confrontation unfolded behind the scenes. Tank came face to face with Crawford, and the encounter quickly turned physical when Davis reportedly landed a punch. Security immediately rushed to break things up as confusion spread throughout the venue. What was supposed to be a major promotional event centered around Canelo's fight was suddenly overshadowed by a shocking altercation that quickly became the talk of the boxing world.
Being thrown, there's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw a stroller be...
Why did Tank even decide to appear at this particular press event? After a disputed outing against Lamont Roach and a recent arrest, his presence in Crawford's spotlight immediately raised questions. Was Davis genuinely looking for a serious challenge? Or was he simply making another calculated appearance to keep his name in the headlines? Those questions quickly became impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, the atmosphere inside the venue was already charged. Canelo and Crawford stood together on the stage as photographers captured their face-off. Canelo looked locked in, staring directly at the opponent who had stepped up to test himself at a higher weight. Across from him, Crawford remained composed, wearing the relaxed confidence that has become part of his persona.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
The reporters weren't holding back, pressing Crawford with questions about the biggest challenges he would face. Could his quickness, ring awareness, and technical ability overcome Canelo's natural advantages in size and punching power? And with Crawford moving into such a dangerous weight division, was he truly capable of accomplishing what many considered nearly impossible?
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you pushed for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
There was no room for excuses in the message being delivered. The expectation was simple. No explanations about feeling unwell, no justifications, and no reasons for an underwhelming performance. Crawford was expected to enter the fight in the best condition possible, but at the same time, something completely different was unfolding away from the cameras. Gervonta Davis had quietly made his way into the venue without any prior announcement. Wearing a relaxed outfit, but carrying an obvious purpose, Tank had no interest in simply exchanging greetings. His goal was to get Crawford's attention, and he appeared prepared to do whatever was necessary to make sure Crawford noticed him.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me, you don't know me, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody in the team win, fuck.
Check. For you. You're a proud father.
Witnesses say Davis noticed Crawford as the former champion stepped away from the stage during a brief pause in his media duties. Cameras were not covering that particular area, but it was far from empty. Several people were nearby, including members of Canelo's camp, Crawford's team, and staff working the event, meaning there were plenty of witnesses to what happened next.
Last one, because Shakur just came through. Talk to me about your relationship. You look like you was in a fight today. What?
It's hot in here. You know what I mean? So
It's cool, man.
I mean, bringing him to this fight, getting him ready mentally, if not.
Davis reportedly moved straight toward Crawford, showing no interest in exchanging pleasantries or easing into the encounter. The confrontation became heated almost immediately as Tank stepped directly into Crawford's space. Then, without warning, Davis launched a punch. It was described as a serious strike rather than a harmless gesture. Security personnel reacted immediately, rushing between the fighters to prevent the situation from escalating further. Voices from both camps could be heard as tension surged, and within moments, officials had separated Davis and Crawford from one another. To understand how this situation developed, it helps to go back to an earlier exchange between the two fighters. Davis had previously expressed confidence that moving up in weight would not stop him from defeating Crawford. Given Crawford's accomplishments across several divisions, including becoming undisputed at 147 pounds, the claim was bound to draw a strong reaction. Crawford responded by challenging the strength of Davis's opposition, rather than accepting Tank's assessment at face value, but questioned the level of fighters he had faced and pointed directly toward the quality of Davis's record.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
Nah, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
Crawford appeared to take a quiet shot at Davis by pointing out Tank's absence, subtly suggesting that he viewed himself as operating on a different level. Davis answered by emphasizing his own fame and financial success, but Crawford showed no intention of allowing the attention to shift away from him. The timing of their growing rivalry was especially significant. Davis had already announced plans to retire following 2025, giving himself only a limited window to add more major achievements and strengthen his legacy.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Considering Davis's status in boxing, fans want to see him take on major challenges before his career comes to an end. A fight against Crawford could provide the kind of high-profile finale that defines a career, bringing together two standout fighters from the same generation for a highly anticipated showdown.
Are you losing the trash?
What changed?
What made this shit trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of it.
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the whole shit.
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like you said, you got to talk today.
Davis appears ready to push for the matchup, but Crawford has not shown the same level of enthusiasm. The unbeaten champion has his own reasons for remaining cautious about making the fight happen.
Tank gave a little prediction on the fight, talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield. Talked about the punch resistance. What do you think of Tank's assessment?
Don't see. Don't see.
Could he get it in the future?
Too early.
I mean, you came up from 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
Everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? Is that too much weight? Or?
What, 168?
Yeah.
I ain't going up there.
Right.
So you got Canelo winning then, right? Then
Definitely. If he fighting at 168.
Davis seems determined to make the matchup happen, but Crawford hasn't shown the same urgency. The undefeated champion has his own reasons for approaching the potential fight with caution.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him?
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin. So tell him to come and touch it.
Wow. Oh, man. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-camp.
Then what the people going to say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
Before Crawford can even think about facing Davis, his immediate priority is Canelo Alvarez. Bud still has a major challenge ahead of him as he continues his pursuit of bigger accomplishments. While Tank's own career has entered a far more uncertain phase, there's no denying that Davis remains one of boxing's most dangerous punchers. His name still carries plenty of weight, and fans continue to pay attention whenever he steps into the spotlight. But the momentum that once surrounded him appears to be fading. His recent arrest created another distraction around his career, despite the fact that he has since been released. Then came his matchup with Lamont Roach. Davis was expected to use that fight as an opportunity to make a statement, but instead, the performance left plenty to be desired and became one of the more disappointing outings of his career.
Oh, nice double left hook by Roach to the body and then to the head. Right there it is. Oof. And Davis just got backed up with a counter right from Roach.
That's a big moment in
with the left. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaning with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his...
Nice combination from Roach. Resting it. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Nice combination. Got just over around 11 as well.
Maybe him getting crowned.
Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11. Both of them have landed.
Has to keep doing that. Roach said the familiarity, knows his weaknesses. It's one thing to say it.
The decision is a majority draw.
Roach did more than simply last the distance. He managed to make Davis look unusually ineffective, raising questions about whether Tank was physically prepared and whether his game plan was working. It also left fans wondering if Davis still had the same drive to completely overwhelm his opponents.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, it would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He did a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids and I had the same thing. I went through the same when I fought Andre. That burning my eyes, so I cut that.
And instead of immediately pursuing a major fight to silence the doubters, Davis has shifted his attention toward a potential matchup with Jake Paul.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
There's no question that a fight with Jake Paul could deliver a huge payday, but Davis's interest also sends a noticeable message. Rather than prioritizing the toughest challenges available, it gives the impression that Tank may be putting the financial reward ahead of elite competition.
Sure, that's a big money move, but it's also a clear signal. Tank is chasing the cash, not the competition.
Didn't say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that, and he called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
The reported backstage incident involving Crawford only adds more weight to the growing narrative that Davis is losing momentum at a crucial point in his career.
Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something sort, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. I don't care how much money Turkey offer, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that.
Let's look at the physical side of this matchup. Davis is considerably smaller than Crawford, and the difference becomes even more.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev was older.
He
does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo going?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
At the highest level of boxing, size can become a major advantage. Crawford may have the speed, timing, and technical skills to trouble Canelo, but he'll still be facing a naturally larger fighter who can use his physical strength to close the distance, apply pressure, and push him onto the back foot.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make.
There's another important detail that shouldn't be overlooked. The build-up to Canelo versus Crawford is already filled with tension. The tension has been obvious during their media appearances, with Canelo making it clear that he isn't convinced Crawford can simply move into a heavier division and take away the championships he has worked to secure.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't f with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah. Crawford has answered that confidence with confidence of his own, reminding everyone that he remains unbeaten and has consistently established himself as a dominant force whenever he has moved into a new division.
Streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it. On the streets, I'm me against anybody. I ain't never gonna say another man gonna whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
That makes Tank's appearance at the event look anything but accidental. He knew the media attention would be massive, and that Crawford was at the center of it all. Showing up during such a high-profile moment may have been Davis's way of shifting the spotlight toward himself and taking some of the attention away from Crawford.
Going up those weight classes to face him, how can you convince fans that he can beat Canelo?
I ain't trying to convince y'all that he can beat Canelo. He's a good fighter. But, bro, I would say smaller fighters are always better than bigger fighters because, like, they're smaller, they know how to move and things like that. But this guy is great at what he do. He got, and another thing, bro. I don't be wanting to. How these guys is. Then he get hurt against
Imagine
who?
There you talking about
Gamboa. No, he got clipped by Gamboa, right?
Yeah.
Right? How the fuck is he's looking this strong over the past year? I mean, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Y'all laugh. I'm always.
No detail. Open up.
And that guy that a part of it, he been caught. Before. He went to jail for it.
Talking about Victor Conte.
He went to jail, right?
Victor Conte?
Yeah. And he the owner of the snack shit, right? Yeah. And he went to jail for it. Now it's like,
it's all over.
You know, you see Earl, I don't want to throw him out of the bus, but you see Earl said some things like that, like about the people using steroids, but he don't want to say no names, but come on, bro.
At the end of the day, Davis understands the business side of boxing. He knows that a matchup with Terence Crawford, even if it may not be the most practical fight to make right now, would attract enormous attention. The possibility alone would generate non-stop discussion, dominate social media conversations, and potentially produce massive pay-per-view revenue.
Saying he fighting for the money. You ain't saying Mayweather the promotion trying to make the most money off of Tank possible. You saying he fighting for the money.
If he said he went in there 0 times and requested the big fights, obviously he don't really care about the big fights. He just want to get the money, in which he's doing a good job at.
I mean, maybe he just let his team, come up with who they think should be next for him, and maybe that's why he hasn't gone in there, because anytime we see him, hear him after a fight, well, who, got to sit down with Calvin and the team and Floyd and London, and, they gonna come up with, whatever's next.
That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe,